The Bearcat baseball team is currently preparing for the start of the 2009 season. Last year, the Bearcats won 16 games, an 8-game improvement from 2007. Head coach Mick Janosko is pleased with this turnaround and feels that such improvement bodes well for this season's squad.
Well, I think anytime you see signs of improvement, that's what you're looking for as a coach. Our goal as a team is pretty simple. It's to be a better team this year than we were last year. And I thought we made some good strides last year. Some of the younger kids, you saw some good playing time, some good opportunities for them to improve, to get acclimated to the college game. And hopefully that transpires into success this year. I think this year we have a good nucleus. We have a good senior class this year. The leadership is very strong, which I think is important. The seniors have been doing an outstanding job of leading by example. And in turn, the younger kids will pick up on that and realize that what it takes to be successful at the college level is hard work and dedication.
Janosko's team returns 18 players from a season ago, including a group of 5 seniors who were integral in the team's turnaround: Chris Zampona, Kenny Primo, Rob Petula, Mike Adams, and Mark Shuey.
Well, looking at our seniors, I don't think there's any question that is going to be the nucleus of our season. Taking a look at the outfield slots, Chris Zampona, he's also one of our top pitchers. Chris had a very good year for us last year. He's one of the best defensive outfielders in the conference, and we expect that to continue. Offensively, Chris did a nice job last year. Chris is a very good athlete, very strong. So, we'd like to see some more power numbers from him this year. Kenny Primo will also be in the middle of our lineup again this year. Kenny is in his second year with us after transferring from Essex Community College in Baltimore, Maryland. Kenny is very strong, has a lot of pop in his bat, and we expect him to drive in a lot of runs for us this year. Moving into the infield with the seniors, Robbie Petula. He'll also be one of our top pitchers again this year. Robbie was one of our aces last year, and I don't think that rule is going to change for him. One thing about Robbie, we know when we put him out on the mound that he's always going to give us 110%, and he's always going to be ready to go, no matter what the situation, no matter what the circumstance, no matter who we're playing. Offensively, Robbie has the capability of putting up some power numbers for us. He's a big guy, 6'4", about 235 pounds, has a lot of power, and again, we're asking him for more power numbers this year. Mike Adams at shortstop. Mike Adams is a 4-year starter for me. Mike has been my starting shortstop the past 3 years, and he'll be there again this year. Mike is, in my opinion, I think he's one of the best shortstops in the conference. Very solid in the field, very strong arm, has good range on the ball. Offensively, we need a big year from Mike. Mike's going to have to produce with guys on base. We expect Mike to have a good year for us at the plate. Again, consistency is going to be important for him.
Shuey was an all-conference selection last season, leading the Bearcats with 50 hits and tying a school record with 13 doubles.
Mark is coming off a wonderful year last year for us. He'll be at second base again for us this year, all-conference performer. We expect another big year from Mark. We need to have another big year from him. Mark is such a solid ball player. Not a lot of flash. Mark plays his position very well, reads the ball off the bat exceptionally well, is always where he's supposed to be. Offensively, again, nothing flashy, nothing that's really going to jump out at you, but Mark is a very consistent performer. Mark can hit for power and average, doesn't strike out a lot, and does a great job with guys in scoring position.
The Bearcats began practice in mid-January. Due to the weather, the team has been confined to the gym for preseason workouts. Despite the less-than-ideal practice conditions, Janosko is pleased with the attitude of his squad and the progress it has made in the opening weeks.
There's no question it's tough being inside, but again, our competition is inside, and we have to overcome that. And I think that the players have. I think that they've done a great job with getting their repetitions in. I think they've done a great job of staying focused and adhering to our basic principles: commitment, hard work, and focus. I know they're anxious to get outside, and that's exactly where we want them to be. When we step off that bus down Florida, they got to be ready to play. And I don't think there's any question that they're sick and tired of being in the gym, and they can't wait to get outside and start playing the game that they love.
The team returned 7 starters from last year, but the lineup is anything but set in stone, with strong competition for positions all across the diamond.
Without a doubt, there's competition everywhere. The players know that if they're not performing, they can be replaced. The bottom line is this: you have to perform in order to stay in the lineup. There's some individual battles going on right now at some certain positions. Third base right now is a key spot. Our starter of the last 2 years, Adam Miller, is taking this year off to prepare to move on to dental school. He will be back next year. So there's a position there that we need to fill. And right now there's several players that are battling for time at third base. Third base is a critical position, not only offensively but defensively as well. It's not just about hitting the ball. We need guys there that can play solid defense. If not, other teams are going to pick up on it and they'll bunt on our third baseman, or they'll look to move the runners up on a consistent basis. So we have to play good defense at third base. And right now we do have several guys that are battling for that position. The other spot right now that I think is extremely critical is behind the plate. We've had good competition there since day one in the fall, and we have right now 3 or 4 guys that are battling for time behind the plate. Our pitchers, for the most part, feel comfortable throwing to all 4 guys, which is very important. Defensively, they all have strong arms. All 4 of them are consistently 2-0 or under to second base. They've done a great job in working on their blocking skills. What it's really going to come down to is offensive production.
Last season, the Bearcat offense was strong, averaging nearly 7 runs a game and boasting a team batting average of .325. If the team is to add to its win total, the pitching staff will have to improve after finishing with a team ERA of .650.
We have some young freshmen right now that are really making a push to see innings on the mound. And I think in a lot of ways that's motivated some of the upperclassmen, knowing the fact that I have a freshman that's really pushing for innings. So I think that, again, it comes back to that competition issue. I think competition is good all the way around. You know, Paul Mim is back this year after not playing last year. He's our only lefty on the staff this year. We're going to need Paul in a lot of different situations. Darren Smith is back for his sophomore campaign. I think Darren fully understands what it takes to be successful at the college level. Darren Smith has a very good fastball. He's consistently in the high 80s. But he also understands, too, that you're not just going to live on the fastball alone, that you need to have a good second and third pitch. And he has developed his changeup. He has developed his breaking ball to a point where those could be out pitches for him. Some of the freshmen are coming into play. Jeremy Maines has really had a very strong spring for us so far. He's done a great job inside, and we look for big things out of him this year. He could very easily jump into a position as a starter. Danny Jackson, another freshman, can give us a lot of innings, has a lot of durability, has a very strong arm on him, and is also a very smart pitcher. Stephen Cherry is back for his junior campaign with us. Stephen will be pretty much in the same role that he's been the last several years, kind of a middle reliever, maybe a 1 or 2 hitter type of guy. Paul Coubet is another freshman we're excited about. Paul has the prototype pitcher's build. He's about 6 foot, 6'1", has very long arms, is very wiry, and has very good jump on his fastball. Paul also has a very good breaking ball, and when it's on, is perhaps his most effective pitch. Vince Yandor is another sophomore we're excited about. Vince gave us some good innings last year on varsity, and we expect that to continue this year. Vince is a very effective 2 to 3 inning type of guy. Keeps the ball down for the most part, has a very good breaking ball and very good changeup. And Vince isn't afraid to challenge hitters. Cappy's come a long way. Cappy struggled a little bit this fall. I think he had some flexibility issues. He's worked those out. Cappy, again, could be a middle type of reliever for us this year. He's getting stronger every day, and he's making good progress on all of his pitches. Jeff Begeiske is another sophomore that's made tremendous strides from last year, his freshman year. Jeff has worked extremely hard on his conditioning, has lost some weight, has really toned up, has gotten a lot stronger, has done a nice job of improving his mechanics. Jeff has developed a good fastball and also has worked extremely hard on his changeup.
While he won't make a prediction for his team's finish this season, Janosko feels that if his team achieves the goals which he sets forth, they should enjoy a fine 2009.
This year, I think it's just like every other year. We expect to win. We expect to be in every game that we play. The players understand this. They know that 500 is not acceptable. we expect to win every game that we play. If we didn't, then what's the point of playing? And we tell our players they want to be a better player today than they were yesterday. Same thing as our team goal. We want to be a better team this year than last year. And anytime you strap on the uniform and you play against another institution, you want to be successful. That's our goal. That's our goal for this year. That's always been our goal. We want to be successful. We want to win ball games.
The Bearcats will open the season with 8 games in Winter Haven, Florida, from March 1st through the 7th. They will then return north, with their home opener slated for March 13th against Mount Aloysius College.